Yeah, that's right.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the GSP podcast. It's back.
Yep.
It's me.
I thought you were
In case you didn't know.
I thought you were one of the robbers from Point Break.
Nope. Just a little Fallout guy.
He's the Fallout boy.
Yeah, the robbers in Point Break were wearing President masks.
But this looks a little bit like a very young Jimmy Carter.
Sure.
Little bit.
Sure.
Little bit.
All right.
if you say so.
And this looks like a really old Jimmy Carter.
That's not nice.
That's bad.
That's
that.
bad
bad.
You
form.
can't say that.
Bad form.
Yeah, so I'm Adam.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Emery.
I'm Jason.
Hi.
We're at PAX. That's why we're doing this, you guys. We went and played video games at PAX. We have some funny stories about all the stuff that's happened to us.
But
What a wild
first-
time we've had. but first we have to talk about death,
Yeah.
as is our way.
Now, earlier today, we were talking about, we were trying to figure out who died. Because, sometimes you'd have famous people dying in groups of threes as if it was planned. And we couldn't find any recent celebrity deaths, which, huzzah, there's no recent celebrity deaths. That's
But what
fantastic.
about celebrity look-alike deaths?
Yeah, when you have to go to celebrity lookalikes, then you know your pool is pretty thin.
Too many people are living.
Yeah. So it is with much sadness that we announce the death, and we mourn the death of the Justin Bieber lookalike, the 31-year-old man, I believe,
Yeah.
who had some plastic surgery to make himself look like Justin Bieber.
For some reason.
From what I read, he spent over $100,000 making himself look like it and sound like it too. He really tried. He really tried to sing like Justin Bieber.
What did he die from?
Well, obviously,
Shame.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I would accept that.
It was either shame or obviously I think Justin Bieber had him assassinated.
That's right. Aaron has a very intense theory as to what actually happened.
It's not that intense. It's just Justin Bieber killed him.
No, make it more
You
intense.
had him assassinated, or he had him assassinated, or he actually killed him?
Well, I don't think he killed him personally. I don't think he would get his hands dirty.
Okay. So you think
He drives
he's
around
smart
in
enough
it-
to plot that?
He drives around in his little chrome car. He has like a chrome
I don't know enough
Ferrari.
about him. He has a chrome car. Okay.
Well, I saw it once when I was in Los Angeles.
So you hang out
He
with
waved
Justin
at
Bieber?
me. He waved at me.
Why would he wave at you?
You sound like a 12-year-old girl trying to impress other 12-year-old girls. And no one here.
So you're not
gives a
impressed?
crap.
I'm not impressed.
So you guys
I
are
am
like
not impressed. I'm actually losing a lot of respect.
so you guys are like 13-year-old girls.
No, we're more like 28-year-old men who are like, get away from me.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Justin Bieber, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You
shouldn't have assassinated.
you should just admit that you did it and go to jail immediately.
But really,
Any
that
excuse
would
to get him in prison is fine.
We're
That
going
would
to
be
have you
the-
executed.
that would be the easiest crime for him to commit, because all he has to do is call the guy or tweet at him, and then the guy's like, "Oh, absolutely, I'll meet you in a seedy hotel."
That's true.
I'd love to meet you in an alley, wherever you say, Justin. And then Justin shows up with a crowbar.
So
and
if Morgan
boom.
Freeman had a look-alike and he wanted to kill his look-alike,
Yeah.
what would happen?
Actually, I think Morgan Freeman would call him, and he'd be like, "Hello, Morgan Freeman lookalike, it's me, Morgan Freeman. I've been letting you do this for years because I knew I'd need a favor someday. I'm going to fake my... I'm going to disappear, and you need to take over for me. I'm tired of doing all these films and having all of this money. So I'm going to move to an island where they don't know who I am. And you can take over for me." I think that's what would happen.
Yeah.
That's the ideal.
Yeah.
And then he'd have him assassinated. And then that
after
way...
he set all that up, like why?
Well, no, yeah, he would set it up. He'd say, "Oh, I need you to take over for me and continue my legacy." And then the moment that happened, he would have him, dropped out of an airplane or something. and then the world would mourn the loss of
He would
Morgan
just have him
Freeman.
dropped out of an airplane.
Well, he'd fall off a bridge or something.
Because I like the idea that he tricked him into meeting him on an airplane.
Yeah.
It's like, meet me on my
We're not
jet.
going to meet up in the airport. You're going to meet me in the
Well,
airport.
it's okay. So he's got to meet him somewhere where he can kind of plot his demise.
Well, he can do it.
Isn't really
he can do it like Bane
inconspicuous.
in Dark Knight Rises and just take him up on the plane. And
Oh,
he
oh,
could
that's
be dressed
good.
up like Bane.
But
Yeah,
then
Morgan Freeman. I would love to see that whole scene. The whole opening of Dark Knight Begins changes, except Bane is substituted with Morgan Freeman.
and the other guy is a Morgan Freeman lookalike.
Yes.
But see, then when the guy falls out of the airplane or whatever, nobody's going to recognize him as Morgan Freeman anyway. And then they'll do a fingerprint or blood test or
He's got
something.
that Bane mask. And what does Morgan Freeman sound like with the Bane mask? Can that even be done?
We need to do that.
Adam, yes. I seem to think you underestimate me. Batman. Yeah, it's tricky.
That was
good.
time to
I
work
like
on,
it.
but it was a good.
But my point is this. Morgan Freeman finds out he has a look-alike. Then Morgan Freeman offers the look-alike the rest of his career. Like, take over for my career. I want to leave and lead a quiet life. And then the look-alike takes over for him, and Morgan Freeman immediately has him killed. Probably something like poison. So that then then everyone will go like, oh, that looks like Morgan Freeman dead on the rug. And then that way Morgan Freeman has effectively...
A rug.
Well, or a carpet. And so then...
Specifically a rug.
So then Morgan Freeman has successfully faked his own death with an actual body.
Yeah.
And then he gets to just go do whatever.
Sounds a lot like Bubba Hotep. You ever see that movie?
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
Don Coscarelli, yeah.
So then somebody vacuums up all the freckles that are all over the carpet.
Yes, somebody vacuums up the spilled freckle
I
jar.
bet that the cosmetic surgery to become a Morgan Freeman lookalike would be a lot more expensive than the Justin Bieber.
Oh, definitely.
Because you'd have to have all those you'd have to have like tattoos of all the
All the freckles.
all the
You know, they do
freckles.
that for nipples. Did you know that they do that? There's tattoo artists. I'm not making this up. There's tattoo artists for women who have had mastectomies and they need reconstructive surgery after breast cancer surgery. There are cosmetic tattoo artists that tattoo realistic-looking nipples on your breast. That's the areola and then the nipple, and they tattoo like with shadow so that it actually looks like a 3D image.
And you know that because that's your fetish.
No, it's not my fetish. I saw a documentary about it.
Like
yes.
the
I saw a
cow
documentary on
nipples all the way
RedTube.
down, like the
No, they won't do the cow
Like cat
nipples
or
on it.
something?
Maybe if like my gut is getting kind of chubby, and so maybe they would do that for me, like put the cow
Give me an
udder there. No.
This has been the longest death topic we've ever done on a
And
podcast.
we talked about respected people before, you know,
Yeah.
like Leonard Nimoy. Now we're
Yeah.
talking about
Well,
Justin Bieber's.
Thankfully, nobody respectable died.
I'm glad.
It is sad, though. It is very sad that the
Is
guy
it?
died. It is.
It
Okay.
is.
It is
Yeah.
sad, apparently.
He's in the prime of Justin Bieber's life. Rest in peace,
Right.
my
Well-
friend, whose name we haven't mentioned
We've never
because
even said
his
whose
name.
name we honestly haven't taken
It
the
was
time to look
Justin Peiber. That was his name.
Hey, guys, remember, we're at PAX. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
All right.
up. Yes.
So yeah, you guys played a bunch of games when you first got here. What did you do?
The first thing we did was we went to an event for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Ubisoft hooked us up. They let us play it in like a private area. They even bought us lunch, which was cool.
Oh, it was so cool.
And
They bought you lunch and then they got into your private area.
perhaps.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, no, we got to play it, and
You exchanged private areas.
we got to record footage of it of the private exchange. Yeah, Emery, why don't you tell them more about that? 'Cause you played it the most.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed Syndicate, we started playing this demo for it, which actually takes place kind of later in the game. So I had like a bunch of different abilities and stuff unlocked, and it was this mission where I had to go and sneak in through this British like palace, like with a bunch of palace guards and whatnot, and I had to assassinate some rival. And she was just guarded by tons of Templars. And it was really cool because there was 3 different ways that you could do it with assistance. Or you could just say, fuck the assistance and just go straight for her and try and kill her yourself. And I tried all 3 different ways, and they're all pretty cool. There was like some stealthy ways, and there was some like just balls to the wall, I'm going to beat everybody up kind of ways.
What did she do? Why was she being assassinated?
She was a bad girl. She was a really bad girl.
Okay.
That's our way of saying we're not really sure why.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't-
You just doing what
supposed
you
to
were
kill her.
told,
The
huh?
game said so. The developer
Okay.
told us, you kill her.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I would have been like, what? Why? What has she done?
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to kill this person
I have morals.
unless I know.
Then why are you playing Assassin's Creed?
There was a reason. It actually explained it in the game. I was
Okay.
just so
You just wanted to kill
Yeah,
her so bad, you just
he's
couldn't.
he's sick.
whatever.
Oh,
But yeah,
cool.
the ways you can kill people are pretty unique.
Yeah, they added some cool stuff
They
to
added
the
some
game.
really cool things, like this thing where you shoot at them, and it's like a dart. It hits them, it makes them go insane, and then they'll like attack all the other people around them.
Oh,
you
nice.
can also shoot the target with that, and they'll attack their own henchmen. The henchmen will attack them, and then they'll eventually die from like poisoning.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's also a zip line, which is new for Syndicate, which makes getting around a lot easier. Kind of remind me a little bit of Batman, a little bit, just not quite as crazy and as fast. And then there were these bombs, these like electricity bombs that you could throw at groups of people and stun them. And
I think the zipline was a really nice feature because you can also use it to like rappel. Because I guess that was one of the complaints. I'm not super familiar with the Assassin's Creed series, but he was telling us that like it used to consist of a lot of parkour where you have to like climb up, and it would just take a while. And they wanted to eliminate that by letting you do that, but also having a rappel system.
yeah, well, it takes place in more modern times,
Yes.
so the buildings have just gotten taller.
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
why.
like, people are not going to want to parkour up like a 30-story.
He's like,
building.
no one's going to want to do that for
Yeah.
2 minutes, just going straight up,
Yeah.
just being like, all right, are we there yet? When you could just press L1 and just shoot to the top.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Very nice.
And what else?
I think after that we went and played The Division.
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's The Division over again at Ubisoft. That was fun. We basically, what did we do? We played like 3-on-3 type of thing.
Yeah, I was terrible at it, but it was so much fun.
It was fun, but we sucked.
No, we actually beat it because there was 3 different teams of players, and it was kind of like a King of the Hill type situation where we had to do an extraction. We had to get to this point and then set something up and then wait a certain amount of time and defend. And while we were waiting, not only were NPC bad guys coming in, but also like other teams of players were coming in, and it was kind of intense.
Yeah, everyone has the same goal, which is you find some sort of equipment. You have to get it to an extraction point, and a helicopter has to come pick it up. But everyone else is your enemy. You don't want them to do that because then you lose. So we ended up somehow winning, even though we thought we were terrible at it.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
Yeah, the Division is really neat because it's like a shooter / RPG, and so you can like develop your character and like collect items. Like,
Oh, nice.
Like one of the first things we grabbed was like a legendary weapon or something, which you've heard of like in World of Warcraft and like fantasy RPGs, but like this is a modern like shooter.
Yeah, you don't
And
usually
have
hear that in that
legendary-
context.
Legendary weapons. Yeah.
Oh, we also we played Homefront,
Yes.
The Revolution, over
Yep.
at Deep Silver's booth.
Yeah.
You played that more again. Why don't you talk about it?
Again, it's another like modern shooter, but this one is really cool because it kind of emphasizes on hit and run tactics because you're a revolutionary up against actually the North Korean government.
And they were very specific to say it's an alternate timeline, okay?
Yes.
Butterfly effect. We know North Korea couldn't do anything now.
Alternate past, alternate future. North Korea somehow defeats the United States
Yeah.
in a war and then is now occupying. And just that right there sold me on the game.
He had this example about how the environment was going to constantly change. He said, like, for example, Far Cry 4 or whatever, it was huge, it was big, but it was always basically the same layout. He's like, there's 3 different what they called zones, where the green zone, which is like no different from like a normal, happy, peaceful area, yellow zone where it's kind of like the equivalent of a ghetto, and then a red zone where it's constantly at war with the North Koreans. He's like, so you can travel between zones, and that way the landscape and the context of what's going on in the game is consistently different.
Yeah.
And tactics too would have to change for all of
exactly.
us.
So North
Yeah.
Korea takes over the U.S.?
In an alternate timeline where North Korea is now essentially ruling the U.S. Yes.
Did it have anything to do with them sending an army of Justin Bieber lookalikes
No, but it's
into
funny.
America?
It's funny. He did talk a lot about Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
About how they wanted to get Dennis Rodman involved.
Yeah, he said they wanted to spend their entire budget,
Their entire marketing
research
budget.
and marketing budget on paying for Dennis Rodman.
To go to North Korea on their behalf and just get
Yeah.
imagery and footage and come back and just be like, what are these people really like? How can we integrate their culture into our game better? Because really, they're fundamentally guessing because nobody really knows
Yeah.
that much.
He claimed he actually did pursue it.
Yeah,
and
and-
Dennis Rodman was just.
and Dennis
asking
Rodman
way too
declined.
much.
Yeah. He's like, look, I don't want to, these folks butter my toast. Can't, if I offend him, he's not going to bring me back for more fun times. Because he
Gotta
goes over
say
there all the
it's
time.
good.
He goes over every now and then for like basketball tournaments where he's still the best person on the court, right?
I heard that Christopher Walken actually got to take a trip to
Yeah,
North Korea.
Rodman called me one day and said, "Chris, it's Rodman." I said, "Who? I don't know anyone named Rodman." After a while, he told me about it, and I said, fine. I'm not very good at baseball. And he said, basketball. I said, even worse. And so we got on a boat because you can't take a plane. They've got no airports. So we had to take a boat to North Korea. We get off the boat. Turns out they use an inflated dead cat as a ball. It's crazy. And so we lost to the Harlem Globetrotters. They brought them in. This whole bit with pulling your pants down when you're playing basketball against them, it's just rude. I can't believe the referee didn't see it or didn't say anything if he did.
Harlem Globetrotters are probably more, familiar with using a dead cat for a ball anyway.
Yeah, they threw a bucket of water on me. It was real water. I thought they threw a bucket of confetti on a kid in the audience. I thought they were going to throw confetti on me, but it was water. It was cold.
Did Dennis Rodman say why he wanted you on his North Korean basketball team? I mean, you're like 80-something years old?
I'm 73.
Oh, sorry.
I think. And no, he didn't say. I don't even know why he called.
Okay.
Thanks for that story.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime someone asks me to play sports now, I'll say no.
Well, that brings us up to yesterday's games that we played that you guys played at PAX.
Yes.
And so then, what about today?
Go ahead.
Oh, well, yesterday we also saw something.
The D&D live thingy.
Yeah.
So, give us the background on that, Emery.
So every year at PAX, they do Acquisitions Incorporated, which is the name of the Penny Arcade Dungeons and Dragons group that's been doing this for apparently 10 years. They do this thing in front of the audience at the main stage, and it's always I would say sold out, but it's always packed. You can't get in, which I didn't find out until yesterday when I tried to get in and couldn't get in.
It's D&D. They have a huge set. They're all wearing outrageous costumes.
Yeah.
And it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we just kind of watched it on Twitch in our hotel room for 3 hours, and it was some of the best D&D I've ever seen play. They totally fudged a lot of the rules, and a lot of people on the stream were complaining about that. But I mean, it was so fun.
Well, that's the battle, and anytime you do live role playing in front of an audience, what's more fun to watch? Somebody digging through a book to find rules, or somebody who's just fudging it for the sake of the performance?
Yeah.
I always love the latter,
For sure.
But still, they were going to put elves to sleep, and you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Elves
Yeah.
aren't affected
do
by
it.
sleep spells.
They're completely immune. It's
So
like
it's
one of the
ridiculous.
first rules. Anyways.
But it was pretty entertaining, and that was a good show.
Yep.
Despite the fact that they just didn't play the rules at all.
I accidentally ordered 2 pizzas last night during
That was
during
amazing.
that.
That's true.
That was the
I
best.
accidentally ordered 2 pizzas.
How do you accidentally order 2 pizzas?
So I ordered a pizza from a place, and then paid for it with my credit card on the website. And then 2 minutes later, I get a phone call from the guy at the pizza place, and he
Can
says,
we reenact that?
"Yeah, ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, it's you ordered a pizza?
Wait, no, you be yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'll be them.
Hello,
Ring,
this
ring,
is-
ring.
Hi, this is Jason.
Hi, this is the pizza place.
Oh my God, what
Our
happened?
driver's car broke down.
Oh, that's terrible. I hope
We can't bring your pizza.
I hope the driver's okay, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for
Welcome
letting
to
me know.
Seattle.
I'll order from someone else then.
No.
I guess. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
So the guy who called me said, "Our driver's car broke down. I'm afraid we can't make the delivery now."
Yeah, we just heard it.
I know, but I'm reiterating.
accurate
Oh,
version.
okay.
Trying to do the accurate version for people who
He
can't.
didn't say the things that I did?
He said a very simplified version of it that didn't sound like he'd been hit in the head with a brick. So he said, "I'm sorry, the driver can't make the delivery. So sorry." I said, "Okay, well, that's fair enough." And then I went back upstairs to the room, and I proceeded to order a pizza from another pizza place and pay for it online. And so About 20 minutes later,
Ring, 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 ring.
hello.
My car worked again. I'm
It's
here.
America.
I got
Actually,
your
no,
pizza.
that's not how
completely
it.
inaccurate.
No, he goes, I'm here with your pizza. Can you meet me down in the lobby? The elevators, I can't get up to your floor with the elevators because I don't have a room key. I said, great, I'll meet you down in the lobby. I come down in the lobby. I hand him the coupon for the pizza, the second pizza that I ordered. I hand him the coupon and his tip. And then I take the pizza and I get in the elevator. I look at the pizza box and I'm like, oh, this pizza box has the name of the first pizza restaurant on it. The guy must have fixed his car. So then that was when I knew that. And I had given him the coupon for the other guy.
Yeah, it's important to note he accepted a competitor's coupon.
Yeah, he accepted the competitor's coupon and didn't say a word about it. He didn't even apologize for like having his car break down or anything.
Or being
lying
late.
to you.
Or lying to me or saying, oh, yeah. So then I come up to the room and I'm like, guys, I think we've got a pizza problem. There's 2 pizzas.
Pizza
Oh,
problem.
no, we
There's
said.
no such
the
thing as a
worst
pizza problem.
kind of pizza problem.
Too many pizzas.
Didn't they do that on Full House? Wasn't there an episode where they had a pizza problem?
There
Yeah.
was an episode of Growing Pains like that.
Yeah. Did Boner order 2 pizzas or something
I don't
on
remember.
Growing Pains? Was there a
I
guy named
remember
Boner
they
on
needed
Growing
a
Pains?
pizza
Of course there was.
Actually, this is kind of relevant. There was an episode of Growing Pains where they needed a pizza for, of all reasons, to impress Donald Trump. And they couldn't get a pizza in time. And if he was going to show up, they
And-
were going to have no pizza.
Well, if there was ever a reason the man should be our president,
Because at one point he wanted pizza.
it's that. That is.
Because he's impressed by
Let
pizza.
the world swoon at our feet. Yeah. So
Ring-
if Donald Trump promised to give free pizza to every U.S. citizen, I would actually maybe vote for him.
I want to punch you in the penis.
That's like
so
I'll have
hard.
a beer with George Bush logic.
Free pizza
That's actually
for
worse.
everyone?
That's just sad, Emery.
Anyways,
So we got over it. We ended up with 2 pizzas, and between Emery and I, because these other guys, they didn't help us out that much at all.
Like zero.
pussies.
We were able to get through most of the pizza.
1.5 pizzas.
I
Yeah.
don't really want to eat a pizza at like 11 at night.
What?
Did you not hear me?
You didn't want to, or was that a
I
question?
did not want to eat a pizza at 11 at night.
Okay.
That's it.
That's the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Duly
I had just
noted.
come
Yeah.
back from that YouTube party. I'd eaten. So I was good.
You're
Oh,
no
okay.
Donald Trump.
Thank you. My hair is real.
Guys, we have to. It's me, Alan Thicke from Growing Pains. We've got to order a pizza for Donald Trump. He's
In that episode,
gonna be here any minute, guys. We have to get a pizza for Donald Trump.
in that episode, they find out their neighbor ordered a pizza like 10 minutes earlier, so they steal it.
Nice. And then does the dad on Growing Pains, Alan Thicke, does he like reprimand them? Did you guys steal a pizza from my
I don't
neighbors?
remember, dude. I just remember being like, "Wow, this is really weird." Did you run out of ideas? Like,
Yeah.
Ring,
it's not like Trump was on the episode; they just talk about him.
ring,
wasn't
ring,
on the
ring,
No, he wasn't
episode?
even
ring,
in the
ring, ring,
episode.
ring, ring, ring.
Hello, Alan Thicke here.
Ellen Thick, this is the pizza delivery.
Oh,
But
yes,
the
we're
car
waiting.
broke down, but it didn't really.
Oh no, Donald Trump's gonna be here soon, and he's really hungry.
We'll still deliver your pizza just like normal, even though the car broke down.
I'll have Boner stand in the front yard and wait for you.
Boner, why would anyone be called that?
Well, I don't know. The writers named him Boner. I wasn't a part of it. Hey, have you ever seen my show, The Thick of the Night? It was a good show.
Okay, I have to go now. My car's breaking down.
All right. Bye.
So I guess we should save the rest for the next podcast.
Yes, many more stories about pizza to come.
On the next Game Society Pimps podcast, we're going to talk about Rainbow Six Siege and how Aaron takes bullets really well.
Yeah.
Plus other things.
For the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the team.
For always for the team.
in specific.
President
areas.
Obama, can you send us off, please?
Yes, folks, look, I'm here at PAX with the Game Society Pimps, and what's so funny?
Pimps, actually,
The
President.
Game Society Pimps.
No,
And,
no. Go ahead, President. Sorry.
and we're enjoying all of the sights and the sounds, and by tomorrow, some of the smells will start to show up.
Especially because we don't want the cleaning ladies come in.
Yeah, we don't want them to come in.
They spray liquids onto your glasses and then wipe them.
Yeah,
with
we saw
dirt rags.
there was a 2020 episode. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should do more 90s TV references. I agree.
Yeah, that'll all be tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Family ties.
That was the 80s.